And welcome back to What If No One Knew Naruto Was the QB. Yeah, I didn't get this up on Sunday. Things just got out of my hands on Sunday. So I essentially just decided, no, I'll just do it another day. So it's actually Tuesday. I'm getting this up. I was gonna do it on Wednesday, but I figured why put that much strain for up to 4 videos I'm gonna do on Wednesday. So we're just gonna do it now. So last we left off with the gang had just gotten back from the Saiyan mission to save Gaara. Gaara had just barely survived without Chio having to sacrifice herself. Sasori has also been kidnapped, sealed away, and given to the Sand Village, so they'll do whatever they will with him. Kakashi, you had to use his Mangekyo twice, but he didn't have to go the third time, so he's not completely one foot in the grave at the moment. He's not completely dead in the world. He still needed help getting back to the village, but he was still overall fine. So we catch up. They get back. Everyone's just like, okay, we're debriefing you. Kakashi's going to be out disposed for less than he would have been, but still disposed for this overall mission. Now we get to the point where teams, they have the information about Orochimaru, and you can make the argument that, all right, we got the information, we're going to need to send some people there, and yeah, honestly, there's no purpose. See, the reason Naruto, Sakura, and Team 7 were tasked to go on that mission is because to get Sasuke back, to possibly get that was his team, that was his friends, so that made sense. Here, there's no reason whatsoever for them to be on that mission. They're really, despite the fact that they know Sasori, and even then, just getting someone who can do a convincing transformation jutsu, just tell them what Sasori sounds like, there you go. So, in fact, if anything, they can just go, okay, I need like a voice clip of Sasori from like in Sand Village for, yeah, because, you know, we work together, we're allies, so if you help us out a little bit, it's like, yeah, sure. So, really, there's no reason for Naruto, Sakura, especially Sasuke. Sasuke has no business being on that mission. But Danzo, I think, still forces Sai to go on the mission. Not to go on Team 7, mind you, because even Danzo in this scenario doesn't know that Naruto is the Jinchuriki. He maybe has some, let's be clear, he's a smart and crafty guy. He maybe has his suspicions, but he does not know that Naruto is a Jinchuriki. So really, we now cut to them just having some downtime, honestly. Now, that being said, Yamato would still go, I think Yamato would still go, or Yamato, sorry. Yamato would still go on the mission. Actually, no, I don't believe he would. I take that back because you just need a convincing transformation jutsu. He had a wood transformation jutsu, which made him solid, but you don't really need that. So they'll send some Anbu, and they'll probably get their shit wrecked between Kabuto and Orochimaru. You ever notice that in the series too, that the Anbu, these elite black ops of the respective villages, got their asses handed to them most of the time? Puppy, what you doing? Puppy, what you doing? What you doing? Scratch your butt. What you scratching at? So you just start scratching for no reason. It's like, I want to scratch and stuff. I'm restless. We'll go outside in a little bit and get them out. Anyway, so yeah, do you ever notice that these elite Anbu guys, these elite black ops of their respective villages usually didn't really do anything against like they were jabronis basically. They were. Or, do you ever hear of to quote Bleach Abridged, do you ever heard of the Worf syndrome? It's when a character is really strong, but continually gets beaten to show how strong the opponent is. Why are we talking about Renji? all right, I'll train you. If you've never watched Blazing Azure Crow's Bleach Abridged, it's pretty funny. So they would send the Yums, that's going to happen. But meanwhile, it's just kind of downtime for Team 7 at the moment. And I'll be honest, I don't even need this because I just completely went against my entire writing out the notes of this because I realized, yeah, there really isn't a point for Team 7 to be attached to this. They feel no obligation for this one. Sasuke's still around. They're all tuning too, so there's no way you could force someone on Team 7 really at that point because they're all tuning. You can make any team you wanted at that point. In this scenario. So really, it's this Naruto going to spend time with Hinata, while she's still around, but they have a mission, so it wouldn't be very long. Goes to check in on his dad. Probably gets back into some training with some SEALs. Maybe I would imagine he's still working on the Rasen Shuriken. He's got the Wind Rasengan down, but he doesn't have the Rasen Shuriken yet, so he's spent some time training on that. Meanwhile, Sasuke and Sakura I think still kind of minorly pines for Sasuke, but they have an understanding at this point. It's like, look, I'm not into you, and you understand I'm not into you, but we can still be friends and colleagues and stuff like that. And while she's definitely, because based on Sakura's personality, yeah, she'd still be upset, maybe a little miffed about that, but she'd be like, and then, go off. Lee's like, Sakura, are you okay? It's like, no, I don't want to date you, Lee. It's all right, though. And so, so, yeah. But Sasuke now, I think Sasuke might have an interesting little time. Excuse me, I don't have a cold or anything. I don't even have a post-nasal. I've just had a lot of raspiness in my voice. Not like I have to clear my throat a lot. I think that comes from talking a lot, unfortunately. It's like, damn it, my gift is my curse. So Sasuke is an interesting thing because I have an idea of someone Sasuke could end up with in this scenario, in this story. And might as well tell you who it is. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to show you through storytelling. So Sasuke decides to take the idea from Naruto as well. I should probably freshen up my skills. Let's stop at the weapon shop, get a couple more kunais. So, he picks up some stuff. He goes to the counter, and Tenten's there. It's like, oh, hey, Sasuke. Oh, hey, Tenten. Oh, going to, yep. You stuck here? It's like, for another half hour until, I get off my shift. And it's like, oh, well, I could always use a training partner if you want to come by to training. He goes like, hey, I could always use a good spar. It'd be cool to spar against the Chia Prodigy. And then they have a nice little back and forth. So there you go. If I make him end up with anyone, I'm leaning towards Tenten. I think actually that could be a pretty solid matchup. Really, when you think about it, Tenten was one of the only kunoichi in her generation, basically, of all of them, who's actually taking her shit seriously. Her and Hinata was taking herself seriously. She just didn't have the confidence to really let her true abilities be known. But anyway, yeah, so they're going to be on break. Meanwhile, that whole mission goes south. Sai still is able to get information to Orochimaru, then get back to Danzo. So really, we now fast forward, honestly, to nothing of significance actually happens. Now, I do think Naruto completes the Rasen Shuriken because it took him, with his mind on the task, it didn't take him extremely long, all things said. I think he does it by the time, say, Azuma and the team head out on that mission. And then he's working on his water Rasen, because he also has water chakra. He's focusing on a Hydro Sengon. Which is I haven't even figured out how that one's going to work. I'm just saying he'd be working on that. Because wind's his primary element. Now, the entire arc up until the Team 10 gets back, that's going to go the same. They're going to fight Hidan and not Kazuya. Kazuya. Oh yeah. Kazuya. Oh wow, what's not Kazuya? Why am I? Hidan and give me 1 second. Why am I messing this guy's name up? Kazuzu, Hidan, not Kita. What the hell? Hidan and God damn it. And Kakuzu. Kakuzu. That was it. That's a weird name to say. Kakuzu. Yeah. Kakuzu didn't really do anything, but yeah, everything leading to the death of Azuma, that goes the same. So now you cut over to basically when they hear about it, and Team 10. It's basically it goes by saying Kakashi comes and lends his hand to Team 10. Naruto and Yamato are actually Yamato. Honestly, I don't think has really even played a factor in this yet. So Naruto and basically Team 7 shows up along the same time that they would show up to save them. Naruto using wind and Sasuke using fire. Tornado Fist with a fireball jutsu to create a collaboration jutsu of a flaming tornado, which basically blows them, basically just counteracts that and just does a big explosion, and they all backpedal, and the Naruto's there. Naruto still ends up beating Kakuzu with the Rasen Shuriken, but he's had more time to practice this at this point. Granted, he also knows that he can't really throw it at right now, but he figures out a way around that, creating, when he does a Rasen Shuriken, the Tornado Fist technique that I've given him to make a Tornado Fist Rasen Shuriken, which amplifies the Rasen Shuriken even more to create a horrifying technique. I just realized. So just throws it, and unlike with the other one, which was like billions of needles just piercing and destroying his cells, it just tears this guy to shreds. So Kakuzu, if he even barely manages to survive that at all, which he barely managed to survive to begin with, just like, how did I lose? Yeah, he just dies there. So yeah, Naruto also bypasses the risks of the Rasen Shuriken on his arm. Granted, he still probably gets a little bit of the backlash just by having it close by near him, but it's more like just in his hand. So his hand's really the only thing that's kind of wrapped up, and the fox is healing his hand up at that time. So again, cut to afterwards, and I just realized I'm speeding by this arc. I'm speeding by through this now, which I'm happy for, because this thing's been going on for a while, and I love doing it, but it'll be nice. By the way, I'm not going to do the Boruto series. Just throwing that out there. I don't read or watch the Boruto series at all. I'm going to basically end this where it ends, whether it ends good or bad, for the original series. Well, for the last Naruto movie, to be fair. Yeah, but this one's been going on for a while, so I'm looking forward to when I finally wrap this up. But anyway, so we cut over. Naruto's still healing, but Hinata's there. It's like, I got you. It's like, thanks, babe. And, she's feeding him and all. That's cute. Sakura's just like, it's like, boy. It's like, yeah, good for you. And the Tenten's there, too. Because maybe Sasuke got a little roughed up in the fight, too. Nothing serious, but a little roughed up. Tenten's there, too. It's like, it's like, no, it's fine. It's like, oh, you want me to feed you? And she teases him. It's like, maybe. And then she's like, she blushes all of it. And then Sakura's like, oh, looks like he did find someone. Well, good for him. If only I could find a guy. Meanwhile, there is no sign of this. So, I mean, so really, here's the thing. Relationship-wise, where do I see Sakura? Well, honestly, circumstances being permitted, I might be able to get behind her getting with Choji. I think Sakura, honestly, as the series progressed. She did get more mature. Granted, she was still a freaking child in her emotions, but she did get more mature. And I think she could see past the fact that he was a bigger dude, and she was not as shallow as she used to be, and knows that he's a very nice guy, very sweet, and he's a strong guy. I think there'd be a scenario eventually where Choji comes in and he feeds her. He sees Sakura and he's like, you know what? Are you hungry? He's like, well, yeah, well, I suppose I could. He's like, hey, it's on me. He's like, oh, thanks, Choji. Well, thank you, Choji. They have a little talk, and even Sasuke and Naruto both kind of share a glance, like, It's like, maybe we can do it worse. So I could see a little sub bar going on there, like, a filler arc, where they're getting Choji and Sakura a little close to each other, trying to get them on a date. I can see, kind of like that filler episode where they tried to see what was under Kakashi's mask. So I could see that, and eventually it doesn't work, but Sakura just kind of, Choji maybe just says something really nice and supportive, and she kind of has a little blush on her, like, okay, and then, yeah, so that's where I'll go with that. So Sasuke ends up with 10-10, more or less. Sakura's going to end up probably with Choji, assuming no one's dead by the end of this. Which, by the way, because I do this by ear a lot of the time, but pretty cohesively, I've noticed. I can ramble a story off pretty well. So I don't know for certain if characters live 100% of the time at the end of the story or not. But point being, now here's an interesting thing. Orochimaru still wants Sasuke. He still wants Sasuke, but Sasuke's been in the village for a while, and he's running out of time on his new body, so he needs a new body. He couldn't use Kimimaro. Kimimaro pretty much died. In fact, yeah, Kimimaro was already dead. So he has to go with another body. So you know what? In the lab, Sugetsu was there. And, Karin's stuck in another base. Jungo's also stuck in another base. I'll be honest, I think Orochimaru takes, because he's got no choice in this. He's got that Hydro release, why not? So, make do what you got, and just take his body. So now he's got the Hydro release. So, now you have Orochimaru who can turn his body into liquid at will, which is a dangerous fucking concept. And Kabuto doesn't take his body, or what's left of his body, and transfer it into his body. He doesn't, do the transfusion, so Yeah, it's you see now a more dangerous Orochimaru, but he also has to spend some time recovering from that too. So Orochimaru is out of the equation for this time. Meanwhile, Karin's at the at the base with Jungo. Nothing's happening there. And really now we go into the Itachi retrieval arc, or the Itachi Sasuke. I can't remember exactly what it was called. Not Itachi retrieval. Something I have no idea what it was called. But basically, I'd imagine Itachi throws out the challenge to Sasuke at this point, who's been getting stronger, things along those lines. Doesn't have a Mangekyo or anything like that. He still has a fully formed Sharingan. And so it's Team 7 again. Now it is fully but it's Team 7 with Team 8. So basically what happened last time. Because they know who they're going up against. Sasuke goes and says like, no, I need this, but Naruto's coming. He basically makes an agreement with when the Kasame basically stands and like, Kasame probably challenges like, you think I can't take all of you on? It's like, I don't know, can you? There's only one way to find out. And then Sasuke's like, I'll go, but I'm taking one person with me. You can deal with that, or you can explain to Itachi why I'm not coming. And then Kasame's just like, little brat, fine. You get one partner. It's like, Naruto, you coming with me? He's like, you got it, man. He's like, let's do this. So yeah, now they're pretty much delayed by having Kasame in there, and he's delaying them, but along with the Obito. So Naruto and Itachi's like, I see you brought Naruto. I thought you wanted to do this alone. I do. Naruto's here only just in case. He's only here for support, right, Naruto? I'm only gonna interfere if I have. It absolutely is necessary. Otherwise, it's all on you. So their fight's going to go down. Now, Sasuke's not as filled with much hate. Hardly any hate now. He's pretty mellow. He's still douchey and a little arrogant, but that's just who Sasuke always was. So Sasuke, I imagine, he doesn't have as much hate, but he's still got that fire in him to defeat Itachi. Maybe not kill him, per se, but definitely defeat him and bring him in for justice for what he did of some kind. But if he has to kill him, he definitely will kill him. That's a given. But Sasuke now is at least able to think more level-headedly. So the initial fight will go down like it used to. Sasuke, again, gets caught in the Tsukuyomi. The question is, does he have enough willpower and kind of drive to get out of this Tsukuyomi? Yeah, I'd still say he is. It's still Sasuke going against Orochimaru, against Itachi. So yeah, I'd still say so. So I would think yes, he would still break out of the Tsukuyomi. Then you go into Jinjutsu. Now fire-wise, yeah, Sasuke can't take on the Amaterasu. And as that starts to expand, Naruto also gets involved, throwing some water jutsu on there to at least slow it down. But he's noticed it's not working, so he brings out some of the fire seals that like Jiraiya used, and he creates a ceiling barrier around there, which keeps the fire from spreading. So he just, he keeps that at bay, all the while Itachi is throwing Amaterasu, and then, Sasuke throws the fire Dragon Balls, and then brings Kirin down. Susanoo is up, and Susanoo is just, it's there. And again, let's be clear. While Sasuke lived through that battle, Sasuke did not win that battle. Itachi won that fight. Itachi was still the stronger of the two. So at that point now, he's getting ready to basically take Sasuke's eye. All of a sudden, though, he's feeling, it's not just the disease. He's feeling his chakra drain. Naruto's on top, using a lot of the Fox's chakra, too, with a seal, sucking up, using an old seal he used long ago during his fight with Neji in the tuning exams, a chakra absorption seal, which that's what Susanoo is made of, just giant chakra, a lot of chakra. He's just sucking up all the Itachi styles, that bastard, and then Sasuke then just boom! Basically just lands a straight shot to his gut, knocking the wind out of him. Just, and then he just kind of sounds like, well played, little brother. And then he just, whoop, well played. And then Bison's like, all right, you're coming to that. It's like, I should kill you, but it's better you serve for justice for your crimes. Everything you did to our family, everything. And then he realizes that he's out cold. And he checks it, and Itachi's dead. Itachi dropped dead there, because that still keeps at the time. Then Naruto's like, oh man, and now Sasuke, I think at this point doesn't know how to feel, because for the longest time early in his childhood he wanted to kill Itachi, But years and years of having actual friends and comrades, people you care about, and now kind of having a girlfriend, sort of, with Tenten. Not quite at this point, but there's something there. Even Sasuke knows there's something there. Finding something to care about and fight and protect for has really altered him. Now he doesn't know how to feel about this. At one point, Itachi did die, but at another point, it was still his brother. Then Naruto, here's the thing. Naruto, I think, doesn't have like resurrection seals. It's not like Edo Tensei, but he does have some seals plus his Kyuubi chakra, which can like revitalize people. Use a combination of that to temporarily resuscitate Itachi, and start his heart up again. What? I thought it's like you did die, but I throw a comment. I got you kind of on a sort of life support at the moment. It won't last very long, but if we can get you back to the village. But we'll get you back. But it should last long enough for us to get you back to have Tsunade kind of stabilize you. And Itachi's just kind of, It's like, you clever little. you are certainly the clever one, Naruto. Put some chakra cuffs on, and they basically just take him back. Because now what happens here is the interesting part. Because Tobi's been dealing with that the whole time. Obito's been dealing with them the whole time. So is Kasame. Then they see, then basically I think Naruto sends a toad. That's what I think. I think he sent a toad over because he's figured they'd still be dealing with Kasame and stuff like that. Sends a couple toads, and Sasuke maybe sends a hawk, and they realize they got him. They got him. Because I'm certain send a toad if he's dead, send a hawk if he lives. That's the thing. Between the two of them, that's probably what they figured out to do. And it was like, so it's like, all right, we got a back shell. It's like, Itachi's dead. And so, yeah. And then they'll bring him back. Now, Kasame would believe that probably. But Obito might be a little hesitant on believing that Itachi's dead. It's like, oh, man, well, I guess I'll have to watch for Zetsu. It's like, Itachi didn't die. Actually, no. I bet Zetsu left before that happened. So yeah, Itachi died. So yeah, I think this is where Zetsu done goofs. It's like, we left before him. We gotta go tell the boss. And then Naruto because Naruto, I also feel would be able to sense Zetsu there and probably, get him the hell out of there. Just scares him off. It's like, oh crap. So yeah, I think Zetsu also fucks up and tells him Itachi's dead. And then they go to meet up and Itachi's still alive, though very severely weakened with chakra cuffs on him. It's like, Itachi. He's like, Kakashi. So, yeah, there'll be a back and forth. And then they bring him back to Tsunade, to the council. Now, Tsunade does stay. Now, we don't know what this disease was. It's not clear whether or not it was severe enough that Tsunade probably wouldn't have been able to cure it. However, Tsunade is the best medic in the world. She can do a lot. She fixed Lee's back when there was only like a 51% chance of doing that. I fully imagine that while she might not be able to cure him, she can give him medicine, stabilize him, and at least kind of like a disease where you can't cure it, but you can manage the symptoms. You give him a couple years on his life still. Give him some. He'd still be around basically, but he's going to be in prison for a while, if not forever. Danzo also hears about this, and it's like, Itachi is back. He's alive. This should be good. This should be quite valuable. So yeah, and then Itachi basically explains the scenario but only to Sasuke. I feel like you trust Naruto, and Tsunade, and I think Kakashi. I think like 4 of them will be there, but privacy seals and all that. Explains what his actual mission was, and explains how you can find out about with the 3rd Hokage, things along those lines. Tsunade, I think, actually probably already knows, being the Hokage already. Probably having the old man's notes. Some of the old man's secrets. And being around for that I think only a select few shinobi actually knew what Itachi actually, and why he actually did. I think Tsunade's already familiar with that on some degree. Because Tsunade, for what it was, under her tenure, a lot of bad stuff happened, but she wasn't a bad Hokage. Let's actually be clear. She was not a bad Hokage. If anything, the second probably wasn't a very. If I were to rank all the worst Hokages, hypothetically speaking, quite frankly, the second from the little I know about the second's tenure as the Hokage, yeah, he was probably the worst because he had the worst attitude among any of them. Like he was a very militant guy from what I understand, very cold, did not like the Uchihas at all, kind of pushed him aside. Like, here, you go be the police now. Go away. So, I'm just getting my shoes on because I'm getting ready to go to work. So yeah, I would imagine that's where that happens. So Itachi, it basically talks to his brother. His brother still doesn't forgive him for what he did. But now, again, being more of the, hey, but now that I have people I care about, I actually more understand. I understand why you did. I don't like that you did it. I almost don't accept that you did it, but you did it. I do get that. So, I mean, they're still, and despite that, they still are able to have a few kind of brotherly moments and things along those lines. So, Itachi, for this point, is in custody. The Akatsuki think Itachi is dead. That may come back to bite them severely in the ass later on. So the Akatsuki think he's dead. Naruto is fine. Everyone's generally fine in that regard. Sasuke is kind of maybe is possibly going to end up with Temari. Sakura may possibly end up with Choji, which I actually think would have been a nice. Now that I say that out loud, I actually think that might have been a nice pairing. It would have definitely made her a little bit more likable. That's for certain. Because Sakura in the beginning was never found her a likable character whatsoever. And then in the later half of the series, she went from unlikable to just sort of there. She was not unlikable most of the time. And she had some moments of being nice, but she was just she was not a very well established. She just wasn't a well represented character, I feel. Maybe and it's not, and it wasn't an issue because I had no issue with the way Kishimoto handled the character in some ways. I just didn't like the character. Some characters you're going to like, some characters you're not, and I just never liked Sakura. That's why I'm like, oh, thank God he didn't end up with, thank God Naruto didn't end up with her. Hair. My hair just went weird. There it goes again. Anyway. Thanks for watching. That's where we're going to end it. Itachi's in custody. We're going into the pain now. We're going to bring on the pain pretty soon. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I will see you next time. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point with ideas for what would win, Star Wars, Super Magic, What If, and anything else I do on this channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.